Hey guys, welcome back to Getting Huge. In the last week or so, I've had a bit of a shit time, to be honest. So schools have gone back recently, and I have developed a pretty bad test flu in the last week. So I'll just go for a rundown of events of what happened and what test flu actually is, for people who aren't really aware. So to begin with, test flu isn't actually a flu caused by testosterone. It's nothing to do with that, but when you start taking higher doses of testosterone than the body is used to, it can suppress your immune system quite a lot. And I haven't done a high test dose cycle in probably since my second cycle, which was 3 years ago. So since then, I've only been doing 200 milligram cycles of test sip normally as a baseline for my cycles, and I've added other compounds on top. This cycle was 600 test, 600 deca, and so that's triple the amount of testosterone I'm normally used to, which is clearly suppressed my immune system a little bit. Also combined with the fact all the kids have gone to school, and I am surrounded by 3 schools right near where I live. I often go out when they're like opening or closing time, and I basically picked up a string of shitty illnesses and injuries as well, actually. So it started off last Wednesday, where I randomly just started projectile vomiting up everything I ate. It fucking sucked. I hate being sick. It's physically sick. I mean, it's like one of the worst feelings. So all day long I was just like throwing my guts up. I couldn't keep any food down. That was horrible. But then it recovered by the next day, so like, okay, I'm good to go. Then Thursday, I was feeling good, back to training, because I took Wednesday off because I just felt rough. I did back day and immediately jarred my lower back because I'm a complete idiot. I did pull downs to a regular start, warm-up sort of thing. Then I went and did some pendlay rows, which I don't normally do. I was training with my mate, and I was just being sloppy, not careful, and I let my lower back curve doing some light rows on my first set. It was 70 kilos, there's nothing really, and my back just went crunch. And it's over a week later now, and it's still a little bit niggly, but when I first did it, oh my god, I had to just dose up on codeine and lie in bed like this, because my back was just in absolute bits. It was like that for about 2 days, then it eased off a bit, but I couldn't train because as soon as my back eased off, I started to get this severe like fever, well not fever, but I got really hot, muscle aches, headaches, my appetite went to absolute zero. I just couldn't face eating anything at all. And I had that, it was really annoying as well because Amy booked the whole long weekend off. And from like Saturday morning all the way through till Wednesday, I just felt awful. And it's only just gotten better now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm over all the colds and stuff. As soon as I could get foods in, I was just trying to have high vitamin drinks, like fruit drinks, not from concentrate. If you have them from concentrate, they basically have no vitamin content, just FYI. So it's something to consider. Your immunity can drop quite a lot when taking high doses of testosterone, and some other steroids as well can suppress your immune system. So it's always good to make sure you're eating enough vegetables, enough fruit, getting enough vitamin D from the sunlight or supplements. That's really important for your immune system too. I had been slacking a little bit on those, and I think all of these things combined just maybe have a really rough week. No training, diet was really poor, but I dropped weight because I just wasn't eating. So now we're back on it and things are going good, so it's all okay. Just a word of warning, this time of year, if you're messing around with some high test cycles, maybe be a bit careful. Coronavirus is around. If you get that severely, it can be fatal. So there we go. But now I'm feeling better, I'm really motivated to go and crush it. I'm going to start adding into my cycle now. It's approximately 1 month into my cycle, or it will be soon. So it's time to add in the MK677 like I said I was going to. I have not used this product before, but I hear amazing things from it. It very simply helps your pituitary gland produce more HGH, which is obviously great for growing, and lots of other things too. So we're going to try it out. It's meant to increase your appetite massively. So I'm going to be trying to really strictly make sure I don't go over my macros, and we'll do a lot more meal prep videos and stuff soon to show what sort of clean bulking foods I'm eating. So I'm excited to use this. I will be using 25 milligrams a day to begin with, and then I'll up it to 50 if I feel like I need to. On more positive notes as well, while I have been sick, some of my clients and my newer clients have been making awesome progress, and I really want to show off what they're doing, because a lot of you people I know, or some of you guys out there, think I'm a joke, and I have no clue what I'm doing. So I want to show you my clients' progress and how happy they are, and one who's doing a contest in 3 weeks who is looking really on point. I think he'll be perfect shape for a show day. I intend to go up to his show and stuff, but let's get to some of my clients I've had so far, the progress they've made and that. So here we go. So firstly we have Amy, obviously my girlfriend. So this was a short transformation from last year. This was only 2 months apart, 8 weeks. I think she lost 10 pounds between the pictures and also clearly gained muscle mass, especially when we jump to the next picture of her back. You can see the shoulders popping out the traps, the back width and waist has come in massively, the glutes have grown a bit. So Amy does know how to get into shape when she's motivated, and she just followed my training and diet. I literally cooked her everything she needed to eat, and told her what to train, and boom, you get results. Next up we have Bill. So he was mostly trying to drop as much fat as possible and put on some muscle weight. He did really well, and now he's also benching near state records in his state. I'll tag everyone's Instagrams in here as well so you can check out their pages and see where they're at now. But yeah, Bill's doing great. He's currently on he's not with me at the moment because he's financial issues and he's going on his own, doing more powerlifting training. But yeah, he's really growing quite a lot now, and he's using my advice and going off on his own and, you know, making better progress. So it's great to see people who've stopped my services but still making good progress. I love to see that. So Bill's still doing great. This is Chris. Chris has just re-signed back up with me after, you know, coronavirus has calmed down. He's basically trying to trim back down again now because after corona, you know, less training, stress, not perfect eating, etc. A lot of people lost, you know, some of their conditioning. This, I believe, was like 3 months apart on a lean bulk, and he gained a lot of chest and shoulder size. At the moment he's just trying to taper back down to where he was, and once corona's all gone, things are safe, he's going to try and do like a nice serious bulk again and try and get as much mass as he wants. He never wanted to be super shredded. He was perfectly happy with his body fat. He just wanted to gain as much muscle as possible, and that's what we did. And hopefully he'll be gaining a lot more, and he was a really hard gainer on his chest. So we were doing a lot of focused chest stuff, and we figured out what worked for him, and since then his chest has just been growing and growing. It's just about finding what works for each person. Not everyone's the same. Not everyone is going to grow from a bench press. My chest is genetically will grow from just looking at a bench press. Chris, we had to do some really focused, targeted workouts, try a few different things out until we found exactly what worked for him. And that's what I like to do with all my clients, find the specific, you know, workouts and training and diet that works for them rather than just copying and pasting a stock one in. Then we have Lena. Her and her husband made awesome progress. Lena is currently a firefighter. She joined me before she was a firefighter, and I helped her pass the physical training test. That's what she got me for, and her husband. But they also both wanted to bulk up. So this was again 3 months apart. Her legs have gained a huge amount there, you can see, and lost some body fat. And if you look at her back pictures, this is one of the craziest transformation pictures I've got of clients. Her back gained so much. The detailing in the muscle, the traps, the delts, the thickness of her lats, everything was crazy. Her arms grew a lot. Like, she made such progress in 3 months for a woman, it was insane. So I know how to get women in shape as well as men, just FYI. But yeah, Lena is still looking awesome, and she's still working as a firefighter, doing really well. And now onto 2 of my newer clients, one who's currently doing a bulk. He's only 5 weeks into his first bulk, he's already gained quite a lot of weight and he's making real good progress. And the trick we found with him is he was embarrassed to train his legs before because he just didn't know how. And since he started training his legs heavier, along with all the other stuff I've given him to do, it's really made everything just blow up. So this back shot, you can't see too much how much his legs have grown. This is, by the way, 5 weeks apart only. So some more thickness in the shoulders there, definitely a bit bigger arms. The back picture isn't the best comparison. Side chest is one of the best ones. You can see how much his delt has rounded out, his traps have popped, his chest has definitely thickened out a little bit, and his legs, you can see the side on leg angle, just how much mass he's gained on his legs in 5 weeks. Like, that's the biggest change there. It's a huge change in his legs. Also, you can see how much his forearms are thickened out. For a 5-week change, that's crazy. And it's his first serious bulk. He's really happy, and he's going to gain a shitload of size over up to Christmas. So I'm looking forward to showing off more of him at some point. Front bicep again, you can see more of the quads coming in now, and just sort of chest and shoulder development. Gained a small amount of body fat, but not too much, and that's the aim. When I'm bulking people up now, including myself, I want to gain as much lean muscle as possible and as little fat. And on him now, we've probably added more water weight rather than fat retention on him. And finally, we've got Oh My Dad Bod, who also is now in 6 weeks in with me. So this is a 6 weeks comparison, and he's 3.5 weeks out in the right-hand picture. So we've really dropped his calories slowly, worked on contest prep stuff. There's a lot of stuff to do with contest prep. I'm not going to go into massive detail right now, but that's the progress we managed to make so far. And then he sent me some more pictures this morning, which looked crazy, only 3 days later. And you can see his full 8-packs come in, you know, the shred's really come in, it's really dried out. I gave him a refeed today of 200 grams of carbs. We're refeeding him every 3-4 days at the moment because he's 3 weeks out, and we're going to slowly drop that down until right before the contest. Peak week's going to be a fun one. So he's his first time bodybuilding competition. He's never done one before, and if you look at this picture as well, his abs are really coming in defined, his shoulders and back are really getting there, and in the next couple of weeks everything should come in really on point. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how he does in his first show. He's in his early 30s as well, and he's only started taking this seriously a couple of years ago, and he's really dedicated. He's made a lot of progress quickly, so we will definitely be doing some YouTube videos with him again before his show, and hopefully I'll be going up to Birmingham to where his show is to watch him. So once I've found out an exact date and time, because I know it's not long, I'll publish that in case anyone wants to go as well. But yeah, he's looking great, so we'll look forward to seeing. I'm really excited to seeing what he can do. But yeah, that's my client so far, and you know what's going on with me. There'll be lots more training and stuff coming soon, and I've got quite a big life announcement to come next week, which I'm excited about. But for now, if you're interested in any of my services, my coaching, my training and diet plans, I think those pictures clearly show I know what I'm doing. And currently I have 8 spaces available. I'm limiting myself to 20 people for now, just so I can provide a really good service. And then once I've streamlined things more and got things better, I'll gradually increase how many places I have, or I'll push my price up a bit. I'll decide later. But if you want any information, just give me a DM on Instagram, and I'm happily chat. If you just want to ask some questions, just DM me as well. I like chatting to people. It's the best part of the job. And yeah, things are really going great. I'm looking forward to the rest of this bulk, seeing what I can do with my clients over the rest of this year, and turning 2020 from a shit year into a good one, because it has been dog shit. Up until the start of September, it's been a shit year. But now things are really turning around, and I'm really happy, really motivated, and ready to crush it, and hopefully all my clients are too. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.